everybody. I'm Loomis, and it is Skyrim Day. So we were heading back to Whiterun, I believe, to then move on to Riverwood. But we had a little trouble on our way home. Turned out, for reasons that are entirely unclear to me, the guards here attacked me on sight. Don't know what that's about. Apparently I had a 1,000 coin bounty. Don't know for what, because they never tell you what they're arresting you for. But, you know, I threw down my weapons and tried to surrender, and the guards, because I was entirely willing to pay that bounty, but the guards attacked me anyway, so I killed like 100 of them. Then I went to the main desk and tried to pay my bounty, and the head guy tried to kill me. Fortunately, he's immortal, so I didn't kill him. But now I'm outside Whiterun trying to figure out how we solve this. Hey, look at the 2 moons.
Divine smart. I'll wait here. Just don't start any trouble without me.
So I think I'm going to try leaving Vorstag here. Maybe it's because he's so heavily armed. They think he's dangerous? Let me put away those arrows too. Nothing equipped. And oh hey, there's my new horse. Yeah, I guess let's go for a stroll into town and see if they'll give us the chance to pay the bounty. If that's how it works.
Good to have you by my side, friend. I need reliable people around.
Cool. Don't think I know who you are, but cool.
This was as stupid as our feet. Need something? Unlike the rest of my family, I've got work to do.
Alright then. Let's walk past these dead guards real quick and see what happens. Ah, good. Are you
committed crimes against Skyrim and your people. What say you in your defense?
So it must have been because of my ally that they were attacking me on sight. You were seeing them trying to arrest me and trying to defend me when I was quite happy to pay my bounty, I guess? I don't know.
Smart woman. Now, come along with us. We'll take any stolen goods, and you'll be free to go. After you pay the fine, of course.
Okay. I mean, that was a waste of 5,000 gold, but...
I should bash your face in after all you've done. Damn those Grey Maids to oblivion. They want to back the Stormcloaks, they'll get what's coming to them.
But I guess, you know, money's cheap. At least we're allowed around town again. That's the important thing. Hopefully the guards won't, you know, hold any grudges
I'm all ears.
over the dozen or so of them that I killed.
Be the Dragonborn of legend.
Looking for my husband Nazim? Check the Jarl's backside. That's usually where he stuffs himself.
See, they've still not cleared up that corpse. Alright, let's go. Let me go get my dude. And then, if it's not sunrise by that point, we'll go rest for the night.
There's a nip in the air. Cold won't be good for my crops. Never is.
What are you doing lurking around here in the middle of the night. Whatever, none of my business. You cost me 4,000 gold today.
I'm ready.
Please don't attack any more guards without asking me first. Don't assume I'm gonna say no. I just would like a heads up. This horse is named Annie. Come along, Annie. Thalma. Why have I got a hide shield? Not on purpose, I assume. I need to find some nice gloves or something that I can enchant. I don't have anything in my hand slot when I walk around town. Careful of what? Oh right, there's some crazy murderer running around town, right? Yeah, no, I'm sure I'll be fine.
You lost. You're back. Could you give me an allowance?
Here's 500 gold. That's only gonna get him into trouble.
Thanks.
Can't see any scenario.
Rita's a big meanie. She keeps telling Lars and me what to do. I don't want to play with her anymore. Bye, Mama.
I can't imagine any scenario in which I give a little kid 500 gold and it doesn't result in the death of the entire town. It's just not plausible. Hey, Lydia.
Honor to you, my Thane.
So not finished that book, huh? Since when was this full of useful stuff? I thought I had all of my crafting stuff downstairs.
Sword and your shield.
Oh well. It's got a good 8 hours. Awaken feeling a mother's love. Yeah. Harvest some of this real quick. Could make salmon steak. Probably got better things to use my salt for, though. It's bright out. Ooh. me all that gold. Nice.
You're someone who can get things done. I like that.
I got a little bit more health. Let me have a look at my crafts then. So I think I quite wanted the ebony, but I can't afford that yet. What we got over here? Elven armor. Advanced armors? Is that just gonna be steel and stuff? Well, we'll grab it. Just make more stuff. Hey Alex, how you doing? You having a good day?
Got some good pieces out.
It is Monday and also Skyrim. These are true facts.
Yes? Sure. What have you got?
What are you up to today? Yeah, give me all this stuff. I'm immediately not going to be able to move, I'm sure, but we'll sell most of it pretty quickly. Playing Skyrim as well, doing some mining. Oh, Nightbot's doing a thing that Nightbot should not be doing. I always forget to turn that off. You working on your crafts then? Timers disable. Ring of Minor Magicka. Do you have magic? Just give me that. No, stop putting other rings on! Yeah, you can wear that one with your heavy armor. And yeah, and your wear the rings that I gave you, the ones that make you better at the stuff you're doing. Come on, man.
Let's get going then.
Where's this fire mage? A dragon breathing fire on you from above. They're so easy to miss, aren't they? Quest items cannot be removed from your inventory. I've already done this quest, though. Am I just stuck with this thing forever? Alright, fine.
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you. Sometimes I
No,
miss the
that's
soldiers
literally what I was just trying,
when I
Alex.
hold my daughter in my arms.
I was literally just trying to put it in a chest. It wouldn't go.
What are you doing that for?
What am I doing what for? Walking slowly towards you? Other way.
I don't claim to be the best blacks and white. Orland Greymane's got that on me. Man Steel is legendary. Have you met my father? Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
Maybe I need it for something else. I don't know. I thought I was done with it. Supposed to be fair, I want to upgrade all the stuff that I'm going to sell before I sell it. Am I seriously out of corundum? It's the most worthless stuff.
More inside.
Well, I think I picked up some corundum ore. You died to a dragon? That's just embarrassing. I mean, bandits roaming the streets, that's one thing, but a dragon? There we go. Probably sell most of this stuff now.
Take a look.
Of course, now she's immediately broke. But hopefully other people around here will buy stuff. What stuff are you selling, by the way? Oh, you actually sell ebony? This stuff I probably want. Want to check if I can de-enchant it before I do anything with it.
I don't claim to be the best blacksmith in Whiterun.
Dragon bandits and mages all at once.
Man Steel is legendary. Fly Ask is a...
When you've just slain a dragon and then the level 1 necromancer resurrects it.
Have you met my father? Got some good... Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage? Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
What else can we make right now? Some iron.
Damn shame.
Scaled stuff. Elven. Is this Quicksilver or Moonstone to upgrade? Moonstone, okay.
I help my father in more ways than people realize.
I don't know how people don't realize it. You never shut up about it. Ooh, I've got new things on my list. Chitin. Nordic. Oh, now I can make the Nordic carved stuff that I've been seeing all over the place. Kinda like that wolf helmet, not gonna lie. Feel like I could rock that. The rest of it is pretty bland. I still can't make lockpicks. I guess that's just something you can't make. Oh well, let's make some junk and see if we can upgrade it. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Stop telling me your story.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside. I don't claim to be the
Hey, I can finally move again.
finest weapons and armor.
You sell some crap. Then we can move on. There we go. Not sure that I made a profit on any of that, but I got XP and that's the most delicious thing.
Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
How far am I in the main quest? I intend to start the main quest any day now, is how far I am in the main quest. I went to find Jurgen Windcrawler's horn and it wasn't there, so I...
Take care not to set anything on fire.
I'm in theory on my way to the place where it might be now. I'm looking for the guy who stole it. How did I get epic orcish armor? I mean, smithing is by far my highest stat. I mostly just go from place to place smithing. I'm not a warrior, I'm a traveling smith. Also, I enchanted some gear to make me better at smithing.
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you.
Go cast your fancy magic someplace else.
What was that noise? Oh, this guy's cutting wood. I thought somebody was shooting arrows at me. Where's the jewelry lady?
So, you're finally back.
Look, I've been patient, but you still owe me.
What do you mean I still owe you?
Day with you around.
I paid you 2,000 gold last time we spoke.
I hope you're... Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
Man, I need to invest some money in this shop, apparently.
You take care of
Here,
yourself.
have some charity.
Let me know if you see anything you like.
Alright, let's make some potions. Look, I'm in a dangerous dungeon right now. Okay, fair enough. Good hunting to you.
For all ills, and I'll be happy to serve you.
So we can figure out.
You'll find tonics, salves, poultices, and potions on my shelves. Browse to your heart's content.
Hi Bertham, how are you doing? Bone mold armor? How far back are you? Where did you see bone mold armor? I was in the crafting thing like 10 minutes ago.
You have but to ask.
But yeah, what's special about bone mold armor?
I sell cures for all ills, and I'll be happy to serve you.
To date now, you think it was a preview screen. Okay. It's new? Well, I picked out the advanced armor skill from the level up menu. They actually updated this game? Are you sure? That doesn't sound like something they'd do. It might be from the DLC, I don't know.
I offer remedies for ailments both common and rare. Do let me know if I can be of service.
I don't think I've seen the materials to make it yet, unless it was just bone meal. But no, I've got bone meal, so I presume that would be possible.
I sell cures for all ills, and I'll be happy to serve you.
But yeah, I picked up another crafting list at the start of today, and it appeared on the list. How are you doing, Buzz? How's your day going?
You'll find tonics, salves, poultices, and potions on my shelves. Browse to your heart's content. I offer
Didn't play the
remedies
last
for ailments
DLC. I thought you played the heck out of this game.
Do let me know if I can be of service.
You were talking about it all the time back in the day.
If there's anything I can help you with.
when it came out. Okay, so you'd already lost interest by the time the DLC came out.
I sell cures for all ills. I'll be happy to serve you.
3 over quite a long time period. Okay.
I offer
Yeah, see, I don't know any of this.
both common and
This is
rare.
the only version I've really played.
If there's anything I can help you with, you have but to ask. You'll find tonics, salves, poultices, and potions on my shelves. Browse to your heart's content.
Mix garlic with garlic. Created a potion of +5 deliciousness, +10 bad breath.
If there's anything I can help you with, you have but to ask.
Yeah, what are you up to today, dude? Have you slept yet? Sleep check.
I sell cures for all ills, and I'll be happy to serve you.
Like 7 hours. Okay, that's not bad.
I offer remedies for ailments both common and rare. Do let me know if I can be of service.
Trying to persuade you to mow the lawn.
You'll find
I didn't realize you had a lawn.
salves, poultices, and potions on my shelves.
Suppose I've not seen your new
Browse
place
to your
yet, have I?
heart's content. If there's anything I can help you with, you have but to ask. You'll find tonics, salves, poultices, and potions.
Oh, well,
Browse to your
stuff I
heart's
can
content.
sell. Current place is lovely again, just hard to get to.
I sell cures for all ills, and I'll be happy to serve you. I offer remedies for ailments both common and rare. Do let me know if I can be of service.
Yeah, I'm about out of that one.
You'll find tonics, salves, poultices, and potions on my shelves. Browse to your heart's content. I sell cures for all ills, and I'll be happy to serve you.
staying with your mom and dad for a week? Okay. So am I able to keep an eye on her? I guess that makes a certain amount of sense.
If there's anything I can help you with, you have but to ask.
She's nice and safe, and also you have freedom.
What do you need, my friend? So you're interested in my potions and ingredients?
I'm mostly interested in your money. Yeah, how's she doing? Just working through it? Can't give me anything that has healing in it. I care about literally nothing else in my potions. Small one a day, lasting less than a minute. Okay. I mean, not good, but I guess not awful. They'll stop when she rids herself of this cold. Yeah, that I imagine that'll definitely help. And yeah, once she's had some scans and the doctors can figure stuff out, they'll probably have medications that'll help a huge amount.
Come back anytime if you need a remedy.
You know, I finally got one of the diseases that she's always wanting to help me cure, but I got rid of it by praying at the shrine. I don't know how she stays in business with selling antidotes, to be honest, when any shrine will 100% cure you of everything.
I offer remedies for ailments both common and rare. Do know if I can be of service.
So those... Okay, never mind.
If there's anything I can help you with, you have but to ask.
Can I take tons of potions of healing and the like from you, offering nothing in return?
You look rather pale.
I once did you a really minor favor, right?
It's quite a problem back home in Cyrodiil. Pardon me, but do I detect a case of the rattles? I've got something for that.
If I had the rattles, I'd just walk to the Shrine of Talos just outside the door and pray to it.
Do let me know if I can be of service.
It cures everything instantly. Like I say, I don't know how you stay in business.
I sell cures for all ills, and I'll be happy to serve you.
Part of me feels like it's sketchy for a shopkeeper to have a potion of haggling. But then again, I'm like, literally what other use is there for it than either swindling a shopkeeper or swindling a customer?
If there's anything I can help you with, you have but to ask.
The god's only answer to important souls. So yeah, so I get cured by these shrines, but nobody else does.
I sell cures for all ills, and I'll be happy to serve you.
Makes sense. Difficult gods, am I right?
I offer remedies for ailments both common and rare. I know if I can be of service. You'll find tonics, salves, poultices, and potions on my shelves. Browse to your heart's content. If there's anything I can help you with, you have but to ask.
No, that's not the exit. So you say you got time for writing or streaming? If you got plans, Buzz?
For you, Red Legions, for I love you.
Hey, you mix potions, right?
Are there streams you've got planned that I should watch out for? Are you just working on some D&D? The D&D team's questions should have a score. Have they all asked questions
Do
yet?
some hunting. Avoid Brittleshin Pass. It's southeast.
Divine smile on you, friend.
Gonna stream between my afternoon and evening streams. Ooh. Remind me to host you then. Can make items of carrying. That seems like it's gonna be a good thing to have. Do I have any good soul gems? No, not currently. Well, in the meantime, let's enchant some crap to sell. XP is XP. So what's today's game? I wish you could mass produce these. I know something would feel a little wrong about mass-producing powerful magic items. But look, I got all the petty soul gems. I'm just gonna keep making alchemy rings.
Just the ongoing hostilities, like the rest of the warriors.
Probably be Noita. Can't say I've heard of that one. Show it off when you go live, fair enough. Interesting. Oh? Oh, we can make glass stuff now. Wasn't expecting to get another smithing perk so soon.
It seems this damn spells and incantations for those with the talent to guess.
Do. I need to start leveling up my speech skill. I desperately need the perk where it doesn't sell charged grand soul gems. Yeah, I really need the perk where I can invest money so these guys have extra money. Every shopkeeper is in a permanent state of being broke. The economy is awful here in Skyrim. Definitely being mismanaged.
You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should join the Mages College in Winterhold.
Alright, the silver ruby ring. I will make a carry weight ring. Wouldn't have minded spending a greater soul gem on extra carry weight, but it'll do. I'm gonna enchant this pickaxe just so it stops showing up in my enchantment menu. Just put soul trap on it. Now I can mine for souls. In case I feel I haven't been evil enough lately. I think I'm out of soul gems, yeah.
Come to take a look. Remember, your mind is the best weapon you have.
Another wanderer, here to lick my father's boots. Good job.
Alright. Guess we'll hit the general store and then we've... Oh, there's also a smith here, isn't there? Like a second smith. He's probably still got some money left. What? What are you doing? Vorstag? That's all who's got. Oh, the ground? You jumped off of the building, hurt yourself, and said, is that all you've got? Vorstag, having previously engaged the entire town's city guard, Vorstag has now escalated to picking fights with gravity. I mean, I admire his gall.
Got a lot of steel to shape. Gods be praised.
This is, I mean, this is the sort of traits that I look for in a henchman. Willing to pick a fight with the forces of nature themselves. I've got no use for somebody who hesitates before attacking a force of nature. Your dwarf metal. Give me all your everything. You don't have a work table up here, do you? The Skyforge sucks. It's not properly set up. Is there anything unique you can make here? No. Let me go make some stuff and I'll come back and sell it to you. My breath is long winter.
Don't go setting the place on fire, okay?
No, he tells me what to do.
I'm not afraid of you, no. Even if you are my boys. Yeah? Why? Okay, I'll leave him alone. I was just kidding around. Besides, if he'd only kiss me, I wouldn't have to beat him up all the time.
Okay. I guess...
You done?
Guess that's
I don't
resolved.
fight Lars no more, if that's what you're worried about.
Okay, what can we make? I don't have enough steel for most dwarf stuff. Make some bows, I guess. 1, 2, 3. We'll need to upgrade them, so we want to not make any more. Vorstag, go take a walk or something. Are elven bows any good? 57 versus 25. Oh, elven bows are better than dwarf bows. Do I want to use an elven bow though? I mean, I'd have to set it all up and everything, so it's not a thing I'm going to do immediately anyway, but... These are probably going to use Moonstone to upgrade. So I need something that only uses one Moonstone. What else can I make? Glass? No. Stylish. Ooh, I do like that glass greatsword. But this is like light armor, I think. At least it was on the left-hand side of the tree. I don't know. Okay. Go sell all these, and then I think we're done here. Probably put away the rest of the crafting materials for next time. I don't have all this crap. Clean that up!
My God. Is that the voice?
Braith is a big meanie. Mama! You got me a present? Really?
Yeah, I'll give her an epic elven dagger. That won't end in tears. Sure.
This is great. Wow, thanks.
There, now next time that Braith bothers you, you've got something to deal with it.
Lars is such a milk drinker. He can't even stand up to a girl.
Hey, she's actually practicing her combat skill.
That big tree in the park looks so sad. I feel sorry for it.
Dragon's Reach is so cool. All the kids there are mean, though.
Good. My children will be warriors in no time. This is why I adopted them after all.
What are you looking at? I'm not afraid of you.
What? Nah!
What am I carrying that's so heavy? Is it the 6 battle axes? And 3 dwarven bows? Also the cursed staves. Staves. These potions probably don't help either. Let's see how many of these potions we can sell.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions.
I work for Bellathor at the general. Come by Bellathor's shop at the market. I'm sure we've got something you need.
Everything.
We're in Bellathor's shop, honestly. Everybody here is an idiot. Nords, am I right? Ooh, ingots. Do you use glass to make glass weapons? I think you just use moonstone or what have you, right? Hmm. Oh, he's selling grand soul gems. I'd have to come back this way. I wanted to make...
Come back.
I wanted to make that nice red ring that I had into a carrying ring just for when I needed it. I didn't have a grand soul gem, so I did it with a common soul gem, and now there's a grand soul gem that I could be using.
It might suit you.
Bits and baubles for sale.
Whoa. Now I'm gonna have to enchant the orange ring instead of the gold ring, instead of the red ring. Cool, Char 6. So 8. How are you doing? Not much up with me. How about you? How is this guy the best blacksmith in town when he doesn't even have a work table? If you want to make anything good here, you've got to go to the other forge. Oh well, hopefully I can sell enough stuff to him that I'll be able to walk.
Got a lot of steel to shape. Gods be praised.
Well, I suppose they are iron. How have I ended up so broke at the end of this? I don't think I can even afford that grand soul gem, even now that I've sold all my stuff. Probably because I spent most of it on upgrade materials for the sole purpose of practicing upgrading. I need to work on my speech skills. Oh well, I think we can head back to head back home, drop off our stuff, and head off to the next town.
Stormcloaks, Imperials, dragons. Ain't no matter to me what they do.
What time of day is it? Man, we've been crafting all day. And also shopping, I guess. That's not my house. Can head back to Riverwood. It's been a while. Side book I think we can put away. I don't know where half this stuff comes in, and most of it's weightless anyway. I kinda just want to sell all these scrolls, but nobody has any money. Oh well. If it comes to that, we'll just chuck it. We can always make more. We got a good 8 hours and head out early.
Honor to you, my Thane.
I wish you wouldn't watch me sleep. This place is a mess. I should fire Lydia. What has she done lately? I've never seen her do anything around the house. She just sits there drinking and reading books and watching me sleep.
Let's see here. A letter. Not sure who from. He wouldn't say, just that he was a friend of yours.
Oh, another letter from the friend?
Got to go.
Is he annoyed because I've not been to wherever it is yet? Men's respite, been there. Caused a bit of a stir in Whiterun when you demonstrated the power of the Thune. Should turn your attention to Mount Anthor. Okay. Where is Mount Anthor? Did it appear on my quest list? The source of power in Mount Anthor. So it should be on. Oh, it's up here. Near Winterhold. Never been there. Alright, well that can be next on our list after we do this whole deal with the horn.
Go fiddling with any locks around here, we're going to have a real problem.
Yeah, I can see the legitimate threat that you would present to me. I'll move this, shall I? You're obviously not going to. Here for days. It's right at the entrance. Have you thought about what this is doing to tourism? Yeah, I should spend the rest of the game walking around with this body floating in front of me. There we go, now it's settled. Now nobody's going to trip over it as they enter. Potatoes. Now people will see it in the river. I think that there's an enticing story there. It'll be great for tourism.
is it?
Just one of your dead comrades' shields, I think. Alright. Whoop. Come on then, let's get out of here. So, toggle that off for now. Heading to Riverwood. That'll be south of here. Yeah. Let me move that marker. Straight south and follow the river. Simple enough. Come along, Annie. Morning. Everyone is not on here. Well, I think this is the right way. Skyrim is so badly signposted. I blame the Nords. Guys alright out here? Just a little bit of a patrol? Doesn't look like you've got any Imperials or any Thalmor that I need to be concerned about. Yeah, this must be the way to Riverwood. It's on the river. I see woods. Excuse me, is everything alright? Why is a Boethia cultist attacking my horse? Must be a cultural thing. Leave my horse alone. What's wrong with you? Oh, well, I'm glad I'm a step up from that horse you were fighting. Okay. Didn't mean to accidentally take everything there. Is he carrying anything of interest? I think that might have been it. The one saying to come home and visit somebody? What's this? Boethia's Proving. A warning to those with ears to hear and hearts to know. A certain day at a certain time, perform certain rituals. She appeared before them, arrayed in ebony darker than a moonless night. Down above them like a statue. Why have you disturbed me? Come to worship thee. You profess to know me, how shall I know you? Each night I pray to thee, call thee wondrous names. Do you not recognize the sound of my voice? The air from her lungs dispersed him. And you, how shall I measure the worth of your existence? So with her voice he bowed before her. He too was gone. To the third, how shall I know you apart from such as they were, of whom there is no trace? Whispered, have mercy on us. Once she blinked twice. Once he was in agony, twice he was destroyed. I do not grant mercy. And so it was with the others, putting them to proof that they offering none. Tell me, second to last, with what shall you prove your existence? Without hesitation, I drew forth my blade and buried it in the chest of the other who stood behind me. Ask him whose blood now sprouts from my blade if I exist. She smiled, and the gates of oblivion opened between her teeth. Tell me, now last of my followers, wherefore do you remain where the others do not? I am alive because that one is dead. I exist because I have the will to do so. I shall remain as long as there are signs of my handiwork, such as the blood dripping from this blade. She nodded and said, indeed. Dorothea calls you. Find her on the mount which overlooks Windhelm. Meet us there and be tested. Interesting. Seems worth looking into. Drop all this junk that I accidentally picked up off that corpse. We can kill some people if it'll make us friends with Bethesda. I don't see any reason why we wouldn't. Come on, Annie, let's patch you up. Off we go. You know, it used to really confuse me that PlayStation has an X button in one spot and the Xbox has an X button in another spot. I'm glad it's been resolved now that the Xbox has an X button and the PlayStation has a cross button. Makes things a lot easier. Wolf. Died before I could... Oh, never mind, there's another one. I can hit this one, right? Give me that soul. People, please, stop attacking my horse. You have any idea how many horses I've gone through recently? I'm the sort to get attached, okay? And I've had to experience a little too many losses. It's partly my fault for riding around in the middle of the night. Everybody in Skyrim liked a lion. What time is it? Like 6 AM. I've ridden all the way here from Whiterun and people still aren't up. Let's pop you there, Annie. We'll be back for you. See what's going on around town. Is that a bee? What can that be? It's a crafting material. A rare one. Yep, doesn't look like much is going on here yet. Still, it's been a while since we've been here. Probably worth having a chat with the locals. Meet a few people around town. Tell you a story. What kind of story? Psycho Death Punch. I seem to be getting a lot of people with punch in their name joining the stream lately. How are you doing? You having a good day? This is a sleeping giant where I'm meant to meet that person. Maybe they're already here, who knows?
You're kind of fuzzy. What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with me is that it's 7 AM and you're in the tavern.
Yeah.
You're that visitor been poking around. I'm the innkeeper. It's my business to keep track of strangers.
Alright, we're supposed to rent the attic room, aren't we?
Attic room, eh? Well, we don't have an attic room, but you can have the one on the left. Make yourself at home.
Okay.
We need a room? Talk to Delphine.
This one? Supposed to meet somebody here? I'll rest for an hour, see if they show up.
So you're the Dragonborn I've been hearing so much about. I think you're looking for this. We need to talk.
Next time.
Follow me.
Just want to see if anyone will tell you a story.
We
Not
got
here.
rooms and
Follow
food.
me.
Drink, too.
I'm following you.
Ain't much else to tell.
Oh, you have an alchemy lab in here? I don't know if I have a story off the top of my head. I've forgotten how to do regular stories. I could GM a campaign for you real quickly. The Book of the Dragonborn. Arcane Enchanter. Some stuff that's mine now. Alchemy Lab.
The Greybeards seem to think you're the Dragonborn. I hope they're right.
The story of my character so far. Raventeer Sorrow Song. We grew up in an orc hold, where we were, of course, the greatest warrior, greatest smith, and smartest person around. But you can't become the war leader of an orc hold as a lady in Tamriel. So after beating everybody senseless, I left to become stronger, to demonstrate to everybody that I was, of course, the greatest person to ever live. At some point I wandered into this dump, Skyrim, overrun by Nords. They need thinning out, if you ask me. But the main thing of interest that happened here is that the Imperials tried to kill me. So now I'm at war with the Empire. Not necessarily aligned with the Stormcloaks. They might be useful, but they're not my friends. But since then I've been traveling Skyrim. Mostly...
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Hey, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the failings. So yeah, I've been traveling back and forth around Skyrim. Fighting most things that will fight me, and also, you know, doing lots of smithing, because everybody needs a hobby. I've been to Solitude, where I'm no longer welcome.
It is payday.
And thank you for the story.
Hey, thank you so much for the 155 bits. Really appreciate that. Thanks a lot. Apparently that was a story well worth telling.
Dragonborn, this is your destiny.
Oop, I spent too long and backed out of the conversation.
The Greybeards seem to think you're the Dragonborn. I hope they're right.
Yeah, I went to Solitude where they were executing some people. And, you know, the Imperials have a long habit of executing the wrong people, so I may have rescued them, and I'm no longer welcome in that part of the country. In fact, I'm no longer welcome in most parts of the country, but I had a good time in this one place. Dawnstar, got really drunk and ended up in Markarth. I think Markarth is my favourite place. It's got the Dwarven mines. It's got the best equipped forge around. I'm saving up to build a house there, but I had to come back here because so many dragons were dropping out of the sky and dying in front of me. I was loaded down with dragon bone and I didn't have anywhere to put it. Then I went to see the Greybeards, and they want me to get this horn.
I hope
to
so.
See if they'll teach me their
I don't
powers.
assume that something's true just because the Greybeards say so. I just handed you the horn of Jurgen Windcaller. Does that make me Dragonborn too?
Yeah, the Greybeards, the old man on the mountain said they'll teach me some of their tricks for shouting. If I fetch them the horn. And here, a friend, good old Annie friend, has the horn. I assume she's going to tell me that the Greybeards have betrayed me. And I can go into endless conflict with them. Here's hoping.
I didn't go to all this trouble on a whim. I needed to make sure it wasn't a Thalmor trap.
Oh, you're the enemy of a Thalmor?
I already gave you the horn. I'm actually trying to help you. I just need you to hear me out.
Yeah, that's definitely turning out to be true. I've just wandered all over the place at random. I've hardly done any of what I assume is the main quest, just because I've found interesting things everywhere that I've gone. And it's kind of fun. I didn't have any character in mind when I started this game, but she's clearly developed her own personality as I've played. I like a game that prompts that.
Like I said in my note, I've heard that you might be Dragonborn. I'm part of a group that's been looking for you. Well, someone like you, for a very long time. If you really are Dragonborn, that is. Before I tell you any more, I need to make sure I can trust you.
You want me to do some shouting, or...?
Yes. We're very old enemies. And if my suspicions are correct, they might have something to do with the dragons returning. But that isn't important right now. What is important?
Yeah, I'm not friends with the Thalmor either. They've banned the worship of Talos, and as the person who's going to be the next Talos, I'm not keen on that. Skyrim just needs a strong hand, you know. It's in desperate need of leadership.
If you don't trust me, you were a fool to walk in here in the first place.
I was pretty sure I could fight my way out, but whatever.
I knew the Greybeards would send you there if they thought you were Dragonborn. They're nothing not predictable. When you showed up here, I knew you were the one the Greybeards sent, and not some Thalmor plant.
Alright, let's get to the point.
That the Dragonborn is the ultimate dragon slayer. You're the only one that can kill a dragon permanently by devouring its
I
soul.
thought that was literally the whole point of being a Dragonborn.
Can you devour a dragon's soul? Good, and you'll have a chance to prove it to me soon enough.
I mean, you want me to just go out and kill a dragon? I don't know. What have they done to me lately? I mean, a dragon saved my life.
Dragons aren't just coming back. They're coming back to life. They weren't gone somewhere for all these years. They were dead, killed off centuries ago by my predecessors. Now something's happening to bring them back to life, and I need you to help me stop it.
I mean, Alduin saved my life when the Imperials were about to execute me. I know I've killed like 30 or 40 dragons that have dropped out of the sky and attacked me, but still, I feel like we're maybe on good terms.
I know they are. I visited their ancient burial mounds and found them empty. and I figured out where the next one will come back to life. We're going to go there, and you're going to kill that dragon. If we succeed, I'll tell you anything you want to know.
I don't really want to go kill a dragon that's just waking up.
You should know. You got the map for me from Bleak Falls Barrow. The Dragonstone was a map of ancient dragon burial sites. I've looked at which ones are now empty. The pattern is pretty clear. It seems to be spreading from the southeast, down in the Gerals near Riften. The one at Kynesgrove is next, if the pattern holds.
Kynesgrove? Okay, suddenly willing to go along with this. Kynes the goddess who arranged for the Dragonborn to exist, right? Persuaded Akatosh to grant us the shout so we could defend ourselves against the dragon. If you can tell me where Kynesgrove is, I'll take a stroll down there. Not promising I'll kill anybody.
Kynesgrove. There's an ancient dragon burial near there. If we can get there before it happens, maybe we'll learn how to stop it.
Yes, let's go kill a dragon.
I need to get into my traveling gear. Give me a minute and I'll be ready.
Alright, now back to what I was doing before she engaged me in conversation, which is taking everything that she owns.
That's better. Let's get on the road to Kynesgrove.
After all this time, this is it.
Sorry I gafa'n komplett en imberand hard to fixit lol.
An incomplete number. I did wonder why it was 155. That's an unusual number, but I assumed there was a reason. Thank you for the 45 more bits. Really appreciate that. The map of dragon burials. I don't remember getting her this book, but okay. This map. What was that book that I just picked up? Because for some reason it wasn't letting me open it. There we go. The Rise and Fall of the Blades. There we go. It let me pick it up, but it wouldn't let me read it. Curved longswords. Dragon Guard. Okay. I was mostly interested in this because it wouldn't let me pick it up. I should probably restrain myself from reading every book I find live on stream. Would quickly end up being a just chatting stream. Take a few potions while I'm here, though. If only to clear out my inventory. Yeah. Mostly I've only been reading them if they look like they're directly plot relevant. Like, if it was just me playing on my own, you better believe I'd be devouring those books. But, yeah. On stream it's a little different. There's been one or two that I've picked up, though, where I've been like, these are so good I can't stop reading it. I only glance at the first page and then suddenly I'm enthralled. So I've definitely been impressed by the literature around this game. So yeah, we can go talk to this this dragon, see if it's going to attack me or not. I don't want to make assumptions. Oh, a child's doll. Yeah, I'll hold on to that. I mean, to be fair, there's only the one dragon that's helped me, and that was Akatosh, who, you know, famously allied with Kain
She's already mine.
to protect humanity. So maybe all dragons are bad apart from that one.
I don't owe you money, do I?
Do you need something? Come on, we've got to get to Kynes Grove.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you. Oh, whatever. Yeah, that's fair. So where is Kynes Grove? I need to go to the Guardian Stones as well, because I accidentally lost my blessing. Let me go there first while I'm down this way. Yeah, I think I'm doing this my own pace in a lot of ways. I'm crafting more than I'm fighting. And I don't like using fast travel. It really breaks my immersion. Just teleporting from place to place like it isn't a thing? No thank you. I will cross the beautiful countryside. Not really. Less so than I have for a lot of other games. Oops. That is not the shout that I thought I had equipped. I was trying to slow time. There we go. Yeah, I don't think I've had anybody specifically spoiling things. A few people are getting angry that I've not done anything about the Civil War plot yet. But that sounds like the least interesting part of this game. If nodes want to kill each other, I'm fine with that. Too many nodes. Ah, here we go. That wasn't as far as I remember it being. Thief Stone, Mage Stone, Warrior Stone. So, let's see. Turn the horn. Yeah, we'll do that later. Kynes Grove is over there. Okay, that's a bit of a hike. Near Windhelm. I've not been there yet. That's interesting. We can check that out. Also, maybe we can stop by the Voltheim Towers and see if the bandit leader is back yet. Yeah, there's definitely been some games I've played where people have been wanting to tell me everything right from the start. I mean, playing the first Dark Souls, everybody came into chat telling me I should have such and such a build and be equipped with such and such a weapon for such and such a point, etc, etc. Which I guess is more backseating than spoilers, but it falls along similar lines. But yeah, the people have been pretty good with this game. Now that I think about it, I have had a few people come in and be angry that I'm doing a blind playthrough. How can you do a blind playthrough of a game that came out 8 years ago? Everybody knows everything about this game. But they didn't actually spoil anything, so that's fine. I don't know. Lots of games came out 8 years ago. They make games faster than you can play them. Yeah, it's definitely a lot easier when one of my mods is in chat. Like, if somebody legitimately spoils stuff, I will just, you know, time them out or what have you. But when I've got a mod in chat and they can just gently warn a person that they're crossing the line on the back seating, I think that comes across better than me having to tell them that. Yep, nothing remarkable going on here. Let's just move on. But yeah, I've usually got a couple of mods in chat. It's a little awkward event. I'm not sure, I think I heard Nernroot there for a second. I think it was just my imagination. Yeah, that's just business as normal around here. Ah, it's raining. It's soaked. When can you ever walk down a road in this game and not find a naked man with clothing floating next to him? Answer me that. Look at the weather here. After I'm done with Skyrim, the next place I'm visiting is elsewhere. Heard it's beautiful at this time of year. Heard it's beautiful at every time of year. The Khajiit seemed like such a friendly, welcoming people, you know? No soul? Is my enchantment broken? It is. Oh, how do I... Yeah, there we go. Come on, Annie. Let's get going. I don't know what happened to the other lady. She'll probably meet us there. Yeah, so this is the ritual stone, which I accidentally activated, and it took my guardian stone blessing. It lets me summon a skeleton horde once a day. This thing. Which is kind of cool, but I'm not really a mage. If I was playing some sadistic necromancer terrorizing the landscape, then sure, but you know, I'm the good guy here. Okay, here are the towers. It still says cleared on my map, so I'm assuming there's not going to be anybody here, but I'm going to take a quick look. Oh, there are some people here. Excellent. And they're really angry with my horse for some reason. Not doing much damage. Let me use my real bow. Wow, she's durable. So last time I came through here, bandits attacked me. I killed all of them. Business as usual. Then I went to the companions and they gave me a quest to come to this tower and kill everybody here. Except there wasn't anybody here, because I'd already killed them all. And I tried telling the companions that I'd already killed them all, but they just told me to get over here and kill everybody, so... It's been hard to advance in the companions. They're not very bright is what I'm getting. I suppose that's what happens when, you know, they explicitly don't have anybody in charge. Anybody around? No? Is it just the one person? Yeah, I was kind of hoping the bandits would respawn if I left them long enough. I've not got any mods, and people have warned me that this game will be bugged like crazy. But we'll see. I've seen other places that I've cleared respawn enemies, so maybe this one will do the same. What time is it? 3 PM? Do we want to rest while we're here? Windhelm. Yeah, you know what, let's make camp. And then we'll see if we can reach Windhelm while it's still light. Never been there before. As long as we're going that way anyway, we might as well have a look around. First things first, of course, gotta find my horse.
Most bandits are cowards. These seem to be braver than most.
Looks like you've said that about literally every bandit we met. At which point do you acknowledge that most bandits are not cowards? I'm playing on PC. I found there was a special edition pack on Steam that came with all the DLCs, so that seemed like it was worth picking up. Sure, I had a horse a minute ago. It ran this way. How far did it go? Is that it over there? I think that's over there, but I'm gonna go have a look. No, that horse is gone forever. I hope at some point in this game there's a shout that calls your horse to you. I can't imagine why a shout like that would exist. I don't think dragons get a lot of horseback mileage. And maybe they'd use it when they were hungry, I don't know. Wait, what's that? Oh, it's just a mammoth skull. Yeah, I don't think my horse came down here. What did I see buzzing around there? There we go. Here, another one. Give me those ingredients. Maybe it'll show up. I've had horses reappear in the strangest places. And this is the last Minecraft session all over again, I'm realizing. The last time I streamed Minecraft, I was like riding a horse along, and then it literally vanished underneath me. I just fell to the ground and looked around and there's no sign of my horse anywhere. Then a couple of hours later, I'm walking past the same way, and then boom, just a horse stood there. What are you doing down here? I mean, this is a sensible hiding spot. I'm not gonna argue with you. Christ, I got outsmarted by my horse. Wish this didn't happen so often. No, I want to get rid of my marker. Okay, well, we're on the way again. Good thing we woke up early. We spent a couple of hours looking for our horse this morning. If only the Nords had invented tether technology, but kind of out in the sticks here. What is that? Oh, it's just a bear. Ooh, what do I see glittering over here? Oh, it's iron ore. I thought it was going to be corundum. It's even better. There's not actually a lot that I've found that I can do with corundum. Whereas iron ore, obviously you just transmute it straight into gold or sell some jewelry. Where are we now? Okay. So up there I think leads to the mountain. So this way? Cross this river, follow this river up to Windhelm, I think is where we need to go.
I'm on my way to Solitude to join the Legion. Are you not? I want to be on the right side.
I was born and raised in Skyrim. The North treat us like dirt.
No mercy for the Imperials. Sorry, farmer, you're on the wrong side. Okay. I want to keep heading this way, I think. Whoop. Assassin? I thought this was just going to be another bandit. Whoa, admittedly a little tougher than the typical bandit. I was gonna say, it's interesting how you can tell that they're an assassin and not just a thief, just by looking at them. But in this case, glass blades, and also really knowing how to use them. Yeah, I'll accept that that was not a brigand. Dark Brotherhood Assassin's Node. The Black Sacrament has been performed. Somebody wants this poor fool dead. We've already received payment for the contract. So I've got two identical ones of these. Does that mean two different people want me dead, or does that just mean they're going to keep trying over and over again until I do something about it? I guess we won't know until I do something about it. It's on my list. I've got a lot of things to do. Hello, what do we have here? A little town? Just a pair of houses, really. A hamlet. The only way to get that bandit leader his commands are starting over. I think I'll just have to accept that in my personal story, the companions are idiots. I mean, to be fair, I only joined the companions because one of them told me that I wasn't companion material. I've discovered as I've played that Raventeer really doesn't like being told what to do. Kind of makes sense. She grew up in an orcish stronghold. It's sort of oppressive for a woman. It's kind of her whole thing. Yeah, I just wanted to prove them wrong. Clearly I could join the companions if I wanted to. Now that I've proven that and shown that you're an idiot, I'll be on my way and we'll never meet again. guess this place is abandoned? Cobwebs everywhere? Nobody seems to be around. Lots of beer everywhere. Looks like they had a big party and went up and left. Looks like a perfectly good mill. I don't know why they left it. Maybe they didn't feel safe here with the war going? Hey, maybe it's just seasonable work. Like, what is it, late autumn in this game? They probably make logs here all summer. And then in winter they go back to their homes and live more comfortably. Come on, Annie. Let's get going. I don't think there's anything for us here. I'm not one to pass up a free bed on the road, but it's 8 AM. I think that's pushing it. What is that stuff? Can I harvest that? Creep cluster. I found some Martian red weed. I think I've seen that stuff in shops, but that's the first time I found it wild. Well, that makes sense, actually. I've never been over here before. You find different plants in each part of Skyrim, don't you? At least that seems to be the case. And it is kind of a nice touch. Uh-oh. Sure, I try and ride my horse away from the berserk cave bear and it goes straight back in. I think this is out of magic as well. Okay, good, we did get the soul. So apparently we didn't get a corpse. Looks like the horse ate it. Just chomp down on that that bear body. Did you see that? Horse just ran up to it and it was gone. Now I thought the bear was being aggressive, but obviously it was trying to defend its territory from that horse. It sensed a predator. Hey, what's that over? Stuck on these rocks. What's that under here? Oh, just regular plants. Never mind. Alright, let me recharge my bow then. I probably shouldn't have spent all of my soul gems enchanting rings to sell. Not least because nobody had enough money to buy all of my rings anyway. No point conserving them. Rip goat. I guess the bear got them? So would the commands thing be like to put in a code that would spawn the bandit leader? That reminds me, just since you were asking about people trying to spoil the game, I did get one guy show up who insisted I try and put in certain commands that he wouldn't tell me what they did, and got really angry when I wouldn't. In fairness to him, he did tell me to save first. I think probably he was going to spawn 100 dragons around me or something hilarious. Which I kind of wouldn't have minded doing, but I don't know what the commands do, so... I don't want to accidentally put in a delete all save files and uninstall the game command, you know? What's the good stuff on this road? I'll look forward to my next alchemy session. Oh, really? What's the spider doing out here? It's the middle of the day. Vostag, you want to give me a hand with this? Fighting on horseback is a nightmare. And also I don't want to get down again. Although I suppose I'll have to get its stuff. More creep, weed and dragon's tongue. Tooth. Breath. More plant. This is the downside to riding on horse. You don't get all the cool stuff. What are you fighting, Vostag? More spiders? Is this Jazz Bay? Alright, let's get moving then. I think we probably got enough samples. Wait, what are those pale... Oh, it's just like snow-touched branches, never mind. I saw these and I thought there must be something going on, but it's just frosty branches. I don't recognize that colour of flower. Oh, what we got here? You guys alright there?
Stendar's mercy be upon you, for the Vigil has none to spare. Wherever the Daedra hide, the Vigil of Stendar will cast them into the light. Stendar's mercy be upon you.
Oh yeah, I think I've met you guys before wandering around. Seem like decent people. Sooner or later you're going to try and kill me, I think, because I've made alliance with at least 2 Daedra. But you know, I won't take it personally. You just got a job to do. Is this Winterhold? This doesn't look like a mere fort. This looks like a city. Have we finally arrived? Let's have a look at the map. Where are we? In Winterhold. Windhelm. Is there a place? Winterhold's the one up there. Okay. There is a place called Winterhold. I didn't just make the name up out of nothing. Ah, some stables. Hey, is it cool if I park my horse here?
Oh, pardon me. Was I in your way? I hope someday we'll get to know each other better. My Pa used to say, there ain't no use worrying about the things you can't change. If it's my fate to be ended by a dragon, so be it. Meantime, I'll live my life the way I want to.
Dragon's gonna dragon, I guess.
It's for sale if you got the coin.
Well, I mean, I've already got a horse here.
I think you had the coin for it anyway. Sometimes the difference between life and death is a swift steed.
Refill my mug real quick. Okay, what we got going on around here? Stables. Potatoes. Green apples, yeah. Oh!
Horses. All day.
Hello there.
Do you have any idea how dull horses are?
They don't provide the most thrilling conversation.
They'd have caught the butcher by now.
What, is he selling bad meat? I don't understand. This place is well defended. This might be the most fortified town I've been to so far. More than the capital. I guess Windhelm is kind of a martial sounding city. Ice and chitin. Chitin? Chitin? I think it's meant to be said chitin. Spies in an ambush, barely escaped. Hadn't the time to wear armor or get to their horses. See their horses breath through the trees. Pile of armor in storage. Anything to keep we can use. Grimy, scuffed, and cracked suits of chitin armor. Didn't dare to clean them. Thought the dust was the only thing holding them together. Go in the suits of armor and distract them. Dull crunch or chitin against stone. So you slipped across the ice to launch this diversion. The army was coming. Chitin joints were so brittle and tight from years of disuse, it was all they could do to bend them. A few arrows bounced off their backs. Whoever anonymous shellsmith long dead had crafted the armor. If there was only leather in the keep, we'd be pierced through and through. No, if only it weren't so rigid. More resistance with every step. No denying it. They were drawing closer to the shore, but they were running much more slowly. Chitin armor could take a few arrows, but not a lance. Training against the tide metal, they took 2 bounds forward and flew at the boulders. They heard the ice splintering. By Mara, that's heavy for light armor. Yes, but sometimes that's good. Okay. So I guess the other soldiers fell under the ice because, their armor was so heavy. Whereas the chitin was both light and durable. Just really restricted their movements. Yeah, I think I'll stick to my, you know, my orcish heavy armor. But sure, the right tool for the right job. Alright. What do we got inside here?
Disrespect the law, you disrespect me.
Just watch points, I guess, to defend the bridge. This place is really heavily fortified. What? It's got a moat, it's got these giant walls. The only access point is this bridge, which is defended to heck. I'm curious what the story is here.
If those Whiterun guards can take down a dragon, so can we.
It's true, those Whiterun guards minced that dragon. I barely did anything. They pretty much killed that dragon before I got there.
You come here where you're not wanted. You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
We haven't taken a side because it's not our fight.
Hey, maybe the reason these Greyskins don't help in the war is because they're Imperial spies.
Imperial spies? You can't be serious.
Maybe we'll pay you a visit tonight, little spy. We got ways of finding out what you really are.
You need help with that, sir?
Do you hate the Dark Elves? Are you here to bully us and tell us to leave?
No. I mean, unless you're like, I'm more into hating the Thalma, who I think are mostly high elves.
You've come to the wrong city then. Windhelm's a haven of prejudice and narrow thinking, unworthy of one such as you. Nothing new there. Most of the Nords living in Windhelm don't care much for us, but Rolf is the worst by far. He likes to get drunk and walk around the Grey Quarter yelling insults at us in the small hours of the morning. Oh, a real charmer, that one.
Maybe if you just help the Stormcloaks like you should be doing.
Some of these Nords will come up with any excuse to despise us. And it isn't just the Dark Elves they hate. They make a target of the Argonians as well. In fact, just about anyone who isn't a Nord is fair game for their bullying. All right then.
Really? I might have a few things to say about that. This is why I'm not aligning myself with the Stormcloaks. They're not as bad as the Imperials, but I don't like them. I'd ideally destroy both sides. In fact, that's my exact plan. Anyway. I'll go tooling around town in all this armor. There we go. It's more like it.
Can't just throw the big logs on the fire. Gotta have the little bits too.
Wait, okay.
When I'm cutting wood, I pretend there's an Imperial soldier's head on the stone.
I could grow to like this place. Calixto's House of Curiosities. Is this a general store or an escape room? I'm interested either way.
Welcome to the House of Curiosities. I offer a brief tour for a few coins, or you can simply browse at your leisure.
Oh, is this like a museum?
My sister and I once traveled the world to assemble our collection. Such adventures we had. My sister and I inherited a modest sum of money. We decided to travel and seek out whatever adventures we could find. As we journeyed across Tamriel, we encountered tales of exotic and wondrous artifacts. We decided to collect as many as we could. My sister passed away some years ago, so I settled down here and opened the House of Curiosities. I think she would be happy to know that our collection has brought smiles to faces both young and old.
So this is basically a... what do they call those old things that you used to find everywhere? Possibly still do find everywhere, I don't know. I don't go anywhere anymore. Ripley's Believe It or Not Emporium?
Indeed I did. For a few septims, I'll tell you about some of the most interesting curiosities in my collection.
Sure, 2 gold. Sounds absolutely worth it.
I'll tell you tales and show you wonders such as you've never seen.
Let's see whether I believe it or not.
These tools were found in a crypt outside Windhelm. They belonged to the ancient Nords who dwelt in Skyrim before the days of the First Empire. Most scholars believe that the Nords of old used these implements to prepare their dead for burial. What macabre mysteries would these tools reveal if they could but speak?
Apparently they didn't do a great job with them because the Draugr keep getting back up.
Discovered in a secret room in the Arcane University. The writing in the book describes the destiny of its reader, so the words change from one person to the next.
Oh wow, I gotta
Some
take a look at
see only
this.
blank pages, and nobody knows why. Perhaps some of us are born with no destiny, or maybe the blank pages signify an imminent death.
Hold on, I gotta take a quick peek at this. Oh yeah. Predictably, I get only blank pages. You wanna try it, Vostag? No?
Ah, now here's an item out of legend. This is Eastermord's soup spoon. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is no spoon, it's a fork. Nobody can eat soup with a fork. Well, my friend, you did not know Eastermord.
I feel like I've seen another one of those
Don't let
somewhere.
this innocent-looking flute fool you, for this is the dancer's pipe. Legend holds that the dancer's pipe has won wars, toppled empires, and changed the very course of history.
I'm listening.
None know its origins, but the stories say that men who hear its music are compelled to dance uncontrollably, no matter the peril. To activate this strange power, one must only speak the magic words, which are... Oh my, I very nearly got us both into a nasty predicament, didn't I? And with that, the tour is over. I thank you for your patronage, and I hope to see you again soon.
Okay. This place wasn't as big as I thought it was going to be. I thought there might be a few more rooms.
Brief tour for a few coins,
But still, it was worth it. I particularly enjoyed the tall tale about the that flute. Pretending to almost activate it was a nice touch. Calixto's chest requires key.
My sister and I once traveled the world to assemble our collection.
Oh, thank you for the tour, old man. What a nice time. What we got down here?
Hi, lady. Would you like to buy some flowers? Please?
Sure.
Not much, but I hope you like them.
What you got? Oh yeah, I'll take the lot. Thanks, kid. You want to buy... Here, have some carrots. For 0 gold. Have some potatoes, too.
They're dead. My mama died when I was little. I don't remember her very well. My father was a Stormcloak soldier. One day he left and didn't come back. I'm all alone. I try to sell flowers so I can buy food. It's not much, but what else can I do?
Sound like a real fighter.
Flowers? I picked them all by myself.
Well, I don't have a spare house right now, but I'm thinking I might set up here. This is a real nice place so far. Hey, Burrs. You mowed a lawn? That's unprecedented. Honestly, it was the thing I least expected out of you today. I was expecting you to come back and tell me that you'd S-ranked Scion.
That's all I ask. With your help, we have a chance to make a better life for ourselves here. For that, I thank you.
I feel like I missed something here. Excuse me.
I thought the Grey Quarter would be a haven for my kind. I was wrong.
I know all the gods' weaknesses better than you do. Now we can wipe out the guards and establish ourselves in their place. I mean, arguably, we've already begun.
Windhelm is divided into 4 quarters. The Grey Quarter is the one that's home to all the city's dark elves. If it looks to you like an impoverished slum, that's because it is. Ulfric prefers that we live in squalor. He has nothing but disdain for anyone who isn't a Nord. He tolerates us, but that's the extent of his hospitality. Not a day goes by that I don't think about returning to the ancestral home of my people. Still, even with the rough treatment we've had at the
I
hands
often
of
think
Ulfric
about
and
going
his
home.
laws, I've got ties here.
Burning the whole place.
It's probably more trouble to pack up and leave than it is to stay. Besides, Amberus can't run the corner club on his own.
Well, I mean, you're not always that lucky, Buzz.
It's a pleasure.
I came from an orc fortress. Not super far away from here. A little further south.
For anyone who trifles with our scores here in Windhelm.
I like how he didn't dare finish his sentence. He just turned and backed up as I looked at him. General store.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions.
Look like I get along with dark elves. I mean, yeah.
All my goods are legitimate, which is more than I can say for some. I like to share my good fortune with those who deserve it.
Slightly edgelordy.
Of course nothing in here is stolen. Only a careless, shameful, idiotic fetcher would do something as stupid as to buy pilfered goods. Oh, by Azura, I've made a terrible mistake. I bought a gold ring, and Viola Giordano has been missing a ring that looks just like it. It's not that easy. She'd go to the Jarl if she knew I was even remotely involved. You have to get it to her some other way.
What if I just throw it at her?
It's dangerous. But if you sneak the ring into her house, put it in a dresser or something, I will make it worth your while.
Oh, you're asking me to do some stealth? Yeah, that'll go down well.
I've scraped this collection together by whatever means I could. I do some business with the trade caravans, and I've picked up a number of items from adventurers like yourself. A few intrepid souls even brought some items back from Morvenskar, the fort southwest of the city.
But yeah, I mean, they're not Thalma. I got no problem with them. No Dark Elf has ever done anything wrong to me.
Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Can I just walk up to her and say, "Excuse me, ma'am, I think you dropped this"? Dwarven arrows. This kind of frustrates me. Like, I know game-wise, you can farm infinite amounts of it by buying it from shopkeepers who have refillable stocks. But lore-wise, dwarf metal is a finite resource. Nobody knows how to make any more, right? Why would you use it to make a one-use item like an arrow? I mean, I suppose in theory you can just recover the arrowhead even if the arrow is broken, but... still feels pretty wasteful. It doesn't seem to be super rare, does it? But... oh, I don't think I know that enchantment. Can't afford it right now, mind, but maybe later. They made their walls out of it? Yeah, I guess so. Is that... are the walls actually made out of it? Why don't I get the option to melt that down? Yeah, and then centuries later, archaeologists are cursing your name. I do feel a little bad every single time that I melt something down to get dwarf metal. I don't think my character would care, but I'm like, but from my perspective, I'm destroying priceless artifacts of immense interest to the future. Oh, and I'll take all those. So maybe why are void cells so expensive? Sword, flames, the monomyth. Yeah, I suppose so. They're probably incredibly rare and valuable. Go on, I'll buy some. Dwarven scrap and dwarven plate is all walls and stuff. I mean, it looked like... well, isn't dwarven plate literally plates made out of the metal? They've mostly been melting down bowls and stuff. Which, I mean, the fact that they make bowls out of it does indicate that the dwarves used it for everything. The dwarven scrap might be walls, I don't know. That weighed a ton? Oh, the bowls? Yeah. Dwarves known for their muscles, I guess. Go on, give me the crafting materials. We'll trade up on them. I want to upgrade this before I sell it. But I bet there's a lot of things I can sell here. I want to buy some soul gems. Maybe I'll come back this way.
Don't let Viola catch you in her house.
I've got a lot of respect for the Restoration School. Skyrim could use a lot more healers.
Basically the only magic I do. Well, that and a touch of alteration. The new Nisus Corner Club. What's going on in here? Hmm?
The Grey Quarter is not much to look at now, but it wasn't always so bad.
Okay, it's just a little pub.
Apparently some Nord women were murdered. Not sure why I should care.
Why are you telling me about it then if you don't
Things
care?
have been a lot worse around here since Ulfric took over. None of that matters to me. Until someone takes a Dunmer, I'll let Windhelm deal with its own problems.
Fair. I'm currently operating under the assumption that orcs are actually dwarves in this setting. Orcs appeared out of nowhere, dwarves disappeared into nowhere. Both like crafting, both strong and well-muscled. Dwarf mines are now full of Falmer goblins, who are obviously very similar to orcs. Also, the main orc metal is orichalcum, which is green. But the most well-known thing about orichalcum is that it's a golden metal that glitters like fire, just like dwarf metal. So obviously the dwarves just started using the word orichalcum to describe any metal. And when the orcs couldn't get dwarf metal anymore, they called this new metal orichalcum, and it became associated with them. It all ties together, you see.
Well, you see where we have to live. This forgotten alley. All the filth from the upper quarters flows downhill, what they say. Good luck getting one of the guards to help with anything. I tried to get Ulfric to even come down here to see the squalor, but the High Lord of his mightiness couldn't find the time.
They aren't. I don't believe so. They're not in They're not in Arena, the first game. And bearing in mind that Arena is set shortly after the dwarves disappeared. So I think they cropped up later.
Where else would we be? When the Red Mountain burned, you could scarcely breathe in Morrowind, so we came west. Windhelm was the first city on that road, and here we are. If we had known the Nords would be so unwelcoming, we may have kept walking.
Yeah, you probably should have done that. Skyrim sucks. Yeah, maybe. I don't think lore-wise they're one of the originals. Like they're an elven race, but they came later. Because they're not heavily associated with the other elves, are they? I mean, they're not called orc elves or anything like that. Most elves have elf in the name.
The College of Winterhold is the only place in Skyrim.
Look at this guy pushing me around.
To teach magic. Although Ulfric's court wizard has been known to take on apprentices once in a while. If you need another drink, I'll be right here. Apparently some Nord women were murdered. Not sure why I should care.
Yeah, that's the second time you've told me how little you care about Nord women being murdered. Can I? Well, I'm stuck. I live here now.
Since Ulfric took over.
There we go. Sorry about your table, but honestly, that was kind of your fault. Never corner the Dragonborn. Hold on, what was that? The Red Kitchen Reader. Native to a really specific area. Okay, because at the moment they're found all over the place, right? Master of Cuisine. What is the best thing you ever ate? I didn't pay attention to what I leveled up from looking at this. Was that alchemy? Okay, so he's talking about just things he found in his travels and why they're memorable because of the stories around them. Spices were an invention of the Daedra. Good Imperials should like their food boiled, textureless, and flavorless. Alright. A game at dinner. Alchemy increased. The history behind this letter is almost as interesting and dark as the story it tells. Presumably it's a story about poisoning stuff. Orcs were created by a Daedric prince. Out of dwarves, right? Ooh, the Arcturian heresy? Llewellyn said it's really important that I read this one. Oh, he mentioned this name. He said it's one to look out for. Good luck on the adventure. Thanks, Alex. Hope you have a good day at work. As God destroyed, Wolfhearth finds it hard to keep his form. All of Morrowind is made of fire. Wait, is this the story of the game, Morrowind? Only wants the Nords for us to kill the Tribunal. Almalexia disturbs his rest. Wolfhearth disappears after Adasum is defeated and does not return for 300 years. I don't know who most of these people are. This is... Oh, hold on. The rumbling of the Greybeards that wake him. Though the Empire has crumbled, there are rumors that a chosen one will come to restore it. This new Emperor will defeat the Elves and rule a united Tamriel. Naturally, Wolfhearth thinks he is a figure of prophecy. Goes directly to High Hrothgar to hear the Greybeards speak. When they do, he is blasted to ash again. He is not the chosen one. It's the warrior youth from High Rock. As the Grey Wind goes to find this boy, he hears a warning. Remember the color of betrayal, King Wolfhearth. Western Reach was at war. You have Falkreath in the west, Cyrodiil was in bad situation. Need to secure his northern border where the Nords and Reachmen have been fighting. Allies with Skyrim. Would become Tiber Septon, the first Emperor of Tamriel. Hjalti was a shrewd tactician. And a small band of troops and berserkers broke the Reachmen line. siege seemed impossible as no reinforcements were coming. Then a storm came. Spoke with him in his tent. Storm followed just above his head. Arrows could not penetrate the winds. He shouted down the walls of old Hraldan, and his men poured in. To their victory, Nords called Hjalti Talos, or Storm Crown. Okay. His new invincible general unifies West Cyrodiil in under a year. No one can stand before his storms. The Underking knows if Hjalti is to become Emperor of Tamriel, he must first capture the Eastern Heartland. So this guy with his new general decided that he would be... He's king for now, but he's going to make his general the Emperor by the sounds of it. Kulakane in the Clovian Estates. It's obvious why he needs Izmir. Battle mages surrender before their armies and they take the citadel. Before Kulakane can be crowned, Hjalti secretly murders him and his loyalist contingent. Hjalti is crowned as Tiber Septon. Sends the Underking to deal with Imperial expansion to Skyrim and a High Rock. Works behind the scenes. This period of level-headed statesmanship and diplomacy, this sudden silence, unknown in the roaring tales of Telosian conquest, are explained away later. Human kingdoms are conquered, even Hammerfell. Cyrodiil supports the losing side of a civil war. Finally, the Empire can turn its eyes to the elves. And the king wants his vengeance on the tribunal, but the Emperor isn't keen. Septim covets the ebony in Morrowind. We steal the tribunal's power and use it against the elves. The ebony need wins out in the end. Izmir is furious, abandons the Empire completely. Betrayal that the Greybeard spoke of, or so he thinks. In the King's power, all ideas of conquering Tamriel vanish. Would have been nice, Septim thinks, but let's just worry about Cyrodiil and the human nations. Stumbles across some stories with the war at Red Mountain. The reason Numidium was made and some of its potential. And the King's place in the war. The heart of Lorkhan's body that is needed to power the Numidium. Prophecy finally becomes clear to Tiber Septim. The Numidium is what he needs to conquer the world. Rise of the Underking to kill the tribunal. When the king arrives and is ambushed by Imperial guards. So he takes him on Zur and Arctus uses the soul gem on him. The Underking's heart roars a hole through the battle mage's chest. In the end, everyone is dead. The Underking has reverted back to ash, and Tiber Septim strolls in to take the soul gem. As the dead guards celebrated as heroes. Says there's a solution to the dangers without, the Mantella. The medium, well, not the god Tiber Septim and the Dreamer hoped for. Does the job. Just work on Somerset Isle, a new threat appears. A rotting undead wizard who controls the skies, blows the Numidium apart, but it pounds them into the ground with its last flailings. Mantella falls into the sea, seemingly forever. Tiber Septim crowns himself the first emperor of Tamriel, lives until he is 108. He writes aspects of his early reign, but there are conflicting reports of what really happened. Why does Alcair claim to be the birthplace of Talos, while other sources claim he came from Atmora? Why does he seem to be a different person after his first roaring conquests? Why does he betray his battle mage? Is the Mantella the heart of the battle mage, or is it the heart of Tiber Septim? Succeeded by his grandson. Truth, he's a little nervous with all these provinces. Then an advisor shows up. I was friends with your grandfather, the Underking says. He sent me to help you run the empire. Huh. So this guy might still be around? And potentially interested in me as a Dragonborn, something to watch out for.
Not much to look at now, but it wasn't always so bad.
That does enlighten me about a lot.
It's good to spend some time on solid land.
An example of hilariously bad writing? I don't know, do you think so?
No one bought any flowers again. Hmm?
Yeah. Presumably there was more to it. In reality. And the author is just, you know, narrowing it down to make a point.
So I do a lot of one of the best soldiers in the Stormcloak army, until I took a sword to the chest. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. Good day.
Captain Kiar expects the best, but he's a fair man. He never fails to reward hard work and loyalty.
Yes?
Trying to fit it into a form someone might actually read.
Good to see you again, friend.
Be on the lookout. After what happened to those other women, I'm worried about my own safety. Be careful. That murderer could be anywhere, and anyone.
I'd be out there fighting the Imperials right now if it wasn't for my war.
Go cast your fancy magic someplace else.
What's this? Oh, that's the way back out. I mean, some of the books I found have been really interesting. But I've not read many of them because obviously I'm streaming. And they take a while to read. I'm just sit here reading aloud from them. It's a bit odd. Palace of the Kings.
I used to be an adventurer like you. And I took an arrow in the knee.
So it seems like this is the Stormcloak capital. I'd really like to get a house here, but I assume that's going to involve joining the Stormcloak army, which I'm not keen on. So I guess we'll have to think about that. Well, there's the house that I need to sneak into. Well, while she's out and about... Like, I know she's not in there, I've just seen her. It's true, I am an expert thief. No, I'm not generally into breaking the law. Honest, well-behaved cat. Okay, just teleport me inside there. That's obviously what I want to do when I pick a lock. Where's this ring then? Quest items cannot be... What? But my quest is to put it here. Does it have to go to a specific place in here? Like where? Okay. Just put it in a drawer. Big graveyard. Merchant's Quarter? Hall of the Dead. I think I'm spun around. Not sure where I... Oh, here's the King's Hall again. So down here should be the Grey Quarter.
Ever since that Imperial Craven ran me through from behind.
Hey, Sophie.
Don't have any trouble drinking.
I'm working on it. Don't worry, Sophie. We'll find you a place.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me know. I might have it stored away. Have you taken care of that little problem? Thank you, thank you! Azura's prophecy always guides you to fortune. Speaking of fortune, here. Everything I earned from my last shipment. It's yours.
1,000 gold? Whoa, no. That's more than you would have gotten from selling that thing. Dude, come on. You already lost the money that you spent buying that ring. You're doing a good deed by returning it to its owner. I don't need payment for that.
Do come again.
I wish these people would be more careful with their money.
What are you doing that for?
Sorry. Clumsy. Like, I'm gonna take all the stuff that you own now because you're my friend. That's all the payment that I really need.
Good to see you. Finally, someone useful is around. Have a look around. I buy and sell just about anything.
Strong box. I assume I won't be able to get whatever.
Back off.
Huh? What? It wasn't marked in red. I thought it was okay to lockpick it.
Now come along with us. Take any stolen goods and you'll be free to go. After you pay the fine, of course.
Fine, have the 5 gold. I just wanted to practice my lock picking. Jeez. Maybe these dark elves aren't as nice as I thought.
Need something?
I'm a sailor on the North Wind. We're laying over in Windhelm.
There's got to be a tavern around here somewhere, right? What time is it? Like 8 PM. I need to find somewhere to sleep. Secure. Wait, have I already been there? Are there multiple exits from this place? Because I'm really disorientated.
Too many Dark Elves in Windhelm complain about the way we're treated. Goodness complain.
Candlehearth Hall. That sounds promising.
Braun's one of the most savage fighters I've ever seen. Please forgive my mood. I'm still coming to terms with my daughter's death.
This here's Candlehearth Hall. Great rooms upstairs, and there's a bed for rent on the ground floor. Did you see the candle above the fire upstairs? It was lit 163 years ago, back when this building was the home of a grand warrior named Wundheim. When word came that he'd fallen, his son Durok lit the candle in his honor. Nobody knows why it still burns.
Huh.
Magic? Goodness, not here. Nothing dangerous like that. That's all kept to that college up in Winterhold. Better that than dealing with Ulfric's wizard like some do. Take a look.
You sell ingredients? Just salt.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room, right this way. Let me know if there's anything else you need. The butcher could be around any corner.
You gonna show me to my room?
Got some
or
fresh baked bread and
whatever.
good cheese if you're after a bite to eat.
I'll find it on my own. Yeah, it is.
Name's Nils. I'm the cook up at Candlehearth Hall.
How can Elda hate the Dark Elves when she knows so little about them?
I still can't believe Isabella's gone. She was such a helpful young lass. I'm a writer by trade. Not that the people of Skyrim do much reading. I write drama, friend. The legends and history of Skyrim made to excite and inspire. Poor Gerard Germain at the Bard's College has been waiting for my latest work, Olaf and the Dragon, for weeks now. Roads are a mess. You're sure? When you see Gerard, ask
I mean, I don't know where the Bard's College is, but if I end up there, I'll deliver it.
You lose yourself in the pages of a book.
All hail to Ulfric! You are the High King. In your great honor we drink and we sing. We're the children of Skyrim and we fight all our lives. And when Sovngarde beckons, every one of us dies. But this land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean of the scourge that has sullied our hopes and our dreams. All
Okay.
hail to Ulfric! You are the High King.
You know about Talos?
In your great
He founded
honor
the
we
Empire.
drink and we
We're the
sing.
only temple in Skyrim that can openly worship Talos.
Ooh.
The Empire's elven puppet masters never cared much for the idea of a human becoming a divine, so the worship of Talos is outlawed. Skyrim doesn't take kindly to being told what to do, and to try and forget Talos, well, they may as well ordered us all to cut off our ears. Like anyone, a crisis will push them towards devotion. I've been seeing a lot of the Shatter Shields since they lost their daughter. Hilevi Cruelty comes in a lot, but I haven't seen her husband here in years. Ulfric prays for strength. I speak to Captain Lonelygale, but he doesn't spend much
Okay,
time.
I wasn't asking for
Too busy.
a full itinerary of everybody you've met.
Talos, who in life was known as Tiber Septim, united Tamriel and founded the Empire. He was rewarded for his deeds by being joined with the Divines in eternal glory, the only mortal to do so. We worship him that we might follow in his path. We can't literally join him in the heavens, but we may do our best to know them here on Nirn. Blessings of Arcade be upon you.
You are the High King. In your great honor we drink and we sing.
I own
We're
Hollifrost
the
farm outside
children
the
of
city.
Skyrim, and we
It's
fight
honest
all
work.
our lives.
The townsfolk call me captain because I lost my family years ago. Truth is, I don't really know what keeps me going. If you're looking to pass the time, you can give Calixto a few septins and gawk at whatever oddity he's come across lately.
Yeah, I've been there.
If
It was
you're
pretty
in need
good.
of goods, there's a market. If it's a soft bed and a hot meal you're after, there's Candlehearth Hall.
Oh, you mean the place where I literally am now?
There's an author named Adonato staying at the inn. He's published a few works of historical fiction. The clans Shattershield and Cruelty see most of the gold that passes through the city. And obviously you have Ulfric, the Jarl and future High King. Oh, and that busybody Viola Giordano. She's got her nose in everyone's business, which I guess is one way of being prominent.
Really? I hadn't seen her up to anything yet, but okay. I'll keep an eye on her.
Well, nothing. At least not anymore. Folk just call me that because of what I used to do. I was a sailor for many a year. I made my coin as a trader, and in time, I bought my own ship. When I retired here in Windhelm, most folk already knew me as Captain Lonelygale, and the name just stuck. Terrible shame that. Seems we have a killer on the loose here in Windhelm. He's claimed 3 victims that I know of, though maybe there's more that haven't been found yet. All lovely ladies too. Let's hope the gods find that demon soon and introduce him to the headman's axe. Fair winds and calm seas. That's an old sailor's part.
Great honor we
Be
drink
on the
and we
lookout.
sing.
The butcher could be around any corner.
We're the children
After
of
what happened to those
Skyrim,
other
and we
women,
fight
I'm
all
worried
our
about my own
lives. And when
safety.
If it's a mercenary you're looking for, you found. If you're looking to hire the strongest mercenary in Skyrim,
I've got a good
I
mercenary,
wager
thanks.
the search is over. Best
We
not
murdered
Skyrim.
of the scourge that has sullied
So that must be the
our
candle that never goes out then.
Because I used to be a sailor.
It's honest work, if a bit dull.
All hail to Ulfric. You are the High
You
King.
sang this song twice in a row. Can I make a request? Anything else?
Yes.
Sing a song about me instead.
Our hero claims a
I still can't believe Isabella's gone. She was such a helpful young lass.
Need something?
You know about Talos? He founded the Empire.
Believe, the Dragonborn comes.
Okay. Well, let's get ourselves some rest. And I guess it's about that time, so I should probably wrap up there and explore this place properly in the morning. By the morning, I mean Thursday, the next Skyrim day. Poked around the Grey Quarter, but we've not seen most of this place yet. Interested to check out the market, see what opportunities there are there. Also not found a smithy
Seeing
around
a
here
good
yet.
tavern brawl might be just the thing to lift my spirits.
The quality of the smithy is a good chunk of how I judge the quality of a town. There we go. So yeah, I'm going to wrap up there, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. We got to visit some new places. It's cool. We'll find out what's going on in this place next time. Maybe solve this butcher problem. Hopefully make some money. If we ever get round to it, probably have a quick look at that sleeping dragon problem. You know, I'm sure it's not very urgent. But yeah. So next Skyrim is going to be Thursday afternoon. Tomorrow afternoon will be Dark Souls 2. Closing in on the end, maybe, if we can ever beat those two tigers. And I'll be back in 2.5 hours for the evening stream, when we'll be playing Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Seeing how that one goes. We're still quite early into the game, figuring it out as we play. It seems like quite a good game. Great stream, thank you Buzz, really appreciate that. Are you streaming today, Buzz? Because I can host you if you're about to start. Otherwise, we'll go find somebody else we can host. Who's online? Nobody doing a blind playthrough of Skyrim, so in like 15 minutes, that's gonna be a little late for me hosting you then. Alright, I think we're gonna go say hi to Penguin, and I'll catch you later, Buzz. Penguin's currently playing Hollow Knight, so we'll see how he's doing. Alright, thanks for watching everybody. Hope to see you again. Until next time.